Hi guys, hi everybody. It's me, Rangi, and we are here today on Sunday. This is Sunday, February 24th, 2019, and we are on feed number 28. Today's feed is going to be called Me or It, and I will make sense of that as we move towards the end of the feed. But for now, I'm going to open with some contemplation and I'm going to be reading a chunk from this book that I'm reading. It's beautiful, and I will try to connect this into me or it. Try and hang on and try and listen, and I promise you I'll make the connections. Okay, so here we go. He who makes, it's a little bit of a continuation of the last week, but sort of kind of not. Okay, so here we go. He who makes a habit of sincere prayer and prays believing will find his life noticeably and profoundly enriched and steadied. The chickens are killing me too. Anyways, he will increase in tranquility and poise. He will have added courage and stamina. His physical, moral, and spiritual attitude will indicate he is aware of the presence of a powerful friend. In attempting to develop a life of prayer, one becomes conscious of the fact that he is two persons, and this is true of all of us. Listen closely to this part. So in attempting to develop a life of prayer, one becomes conscious of the fact that he is two persons, and this is true of all of us. There is our outside self, the person who is seen and watched by others, who lives and speaks and acts in public, the person we reveal to others with varying degrees of frankness or affection. And then there is that other self, the inner self, which is ever partly hidden even from our closest friends, and which we ourselves but dimly apprehend. It is this self, our better self, that the master sees and values. To him, the door of this interior castle is always open. He sees the real person. He knows that the fiercest battles are fought in this sector of the soul. And he whispers hope to all. Sorry. Okay, thank you. And he whispers hope to all who have not surrendered there. It was because of this insight that he could distinguish with such startling penetration between the woman and her accusers, between the fishermen and the scribes and Pharisees. A little bit more, and I'll start connecting in my own words. It was this understanding of the inner man which caused him to advise us to go alone into our closets and close the door when we would commune with the Father. Man, when alone with God, knows there can be no pretense or make-believe. Here at least he is absolutely honest. We feel the thing we ought to be beating beneath the thing we are. Realizing that he knows before we tell him, we lay bare our souls to God. It is the antiseptic washing of the wound which makes healing possible, and in religion, this is called repentance and forgiveness. It is a time when our souls are naked and perhaps ashamed. But when no longer distracted by fear of discovery, we can really concentrate on prayer. Rich and radiant living is generated in the hour of quiet meditation, of self-examination, of confession of weaknesses, and prayer for forgiveness. This searching of our own souls and admitting what we see is sometimes painful, but its effects are healing and wholesome. Probing a wound is sometimes more beneficial than applying an ointment. Okay, so if you try to capture the gist of what's going on here is this. All of us are two persons. All of us. We have, first of all, we have two sides. Let's say for simple roughness, black side and a white side. Two persons. All of us are two, okay? There's the outside self, the part of us that we reveal to others, and then there's that inner self. And even sometimes our inner selves are a little bit dim to our own consciousness. Okay, so this is why we're gonna call today's feed Me or It. Me or It. This past week, my cousin and one of my best friends in my life, her dad passed away, and we took care of the funeral and some details in a really quick and efficient way. I was involved in the music part. That was my privilege and honor to be involved in the music part. And it was just my privilege and honor to know him and to be a part of their lives. They have, ever since I could remember, Mary Lay and her mom and dad have been in my life for forever. And so to have Uncle Stan pass was emotional. Okay, it was emotional. He loved people, he loved life, he loved music, and his faith was strong, and he passed away as such. And in the funeral service, the bishop, Mary Lay's bishop, quoted a really beautiful quote that I'm going to share with you guys today. And here's what he quoted from President Nelson. He says this: "It is true, we live to die and we die to live again. From an eternal perspective, the only death that is truly premature is the death of one who is not prepared to meet their maker." The only premature death is the one who is not prepared to meet their maker. And we are all going to meet our maker. Okay, back to me or it. This is the beautiful thing. Many years ago, when I was teaching in young women's and my brother was teaching in young men's, my brother taught me this lesson of me or it. Really simple, small, and profound. Me is our spirit, our soul, the soul within us and our spirit. It is our body, our physical selves. Okay, so we have me, the spiritual self, the spirits who we are, our souls, and it, physical body. So when we pass away, the spirit leaves the body, and the body is just an empty shell, because without a soul or spirit in it, it's dead. Okay, me or it. So for some of you, this will be knowledge. For others, it will be a reminder. And for even some others still, it will be new. I love this piece of knowledge. We are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings, souls, spirits who are having a physical experience here on this earth in these bodies. Most of us get caught up with the thought that we're physical beings having, these really sweet, nice moments of spiritual experience. No, 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 no. Even before the body was, we were a soul and we were a spirit. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Ponder that. And you don't have to do it so fast now, but take a moment in your guys' lives and ponder that we are here on this earth having a physical experience. We are a spiritual being, a soul that will never, ever, ever die. Our spirits and our souls will never die. So we've come here to this earth to have a physical experience in this physical body where, as alive, the spirit and the body are one, having this experience together. But before even this physical spirit experience, we are a spirit. We are spiritual beings having this physical experience. And that's why when we cross over to the next side and are born into the next life, shall we say, death and cross over, we can take with us all those intangible things that we've gathered here: education, knowledge, love, relationships, faith, trust, the things we can't touch, that we can't hold in our hands, but we know exist. You know, those unseen things that just are strong within us and move us. We take that with us. Well, we don't take all our goodies and our trinkets and, the temporal or the physical things. Once again, today's feed is called me or it. Me being my soul, my spirit, it being the body. The body without the soul is dead. It's just a carcass, a shell. It's dead. But combine both, the body and the spirit, and it becomes a beautiful, live, breathing entity. Okay, but before that body, we were spirits, and after that body, we will continue to be spirits. We are spiritual beings or spiritual souls, however you want to put it, but we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And that's my feed for you folks today. I love that. I love that piece of knowledge. And when I still myself to remind myself of that, even the scope of my lens and what I look at looks different. It just looks different when I remember That's right. I am this soul. I am a child of God. I come from him and I'm having this physical experience. That's right. And this life is really just one giant classroom. The more things that we can gain, educate ourselves and learn and grow in character and all those wonderful, beautiful things that are untouchable, but we see the symptoms of, where we get to take back to him. So people, I wish you all the best tonight and all the best in these next coming days until we see each other again. And I hope that your lives are full, that they're full with love, beauty, joy, and all those sweet, beautiful things that we should experience. Why? Because that's where we come from. We come from pure love. We want that because that's where we come from. And I hope you guys just have a super wonderful next few days. I know I plan on it. I'm sorry for those of you who are up on the mainland. It's brutally cold in some areas that you're at. Today is one gorgeous, beautiful, sweet Hawaiian day. It's gorgeous. It's got a crisp little feel in the air and it's sunny and it's blue. I'm not trying to make you jealous, but share a little bit of that. It's gorgeous today. It is. Rest on those thoughts. I hope you enjoy that. I welcome any comments, responses, or questions. Love all the responses. And feel free, I do have a YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe to one if you'd like to. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to one. Thank you so much for being a part of my life and for taking time out to be here. Momi, Hillary, and Bubba, I love you ladies. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I love you guys. You have a wonderful, wonderful next few days, and I hope that we can meet real soon. Send me some comments or responses as you wish. Take care and enjoy. Stay tuned, ladies. Stay tuned, everyone.